Mott the Hoople. Uh, this is the best of album of Mott the Hoople. Show you up the inside jacket. I'd like to have that pin right there. It's pretty cool. And then inside. But as for this Mott the Hoople album, I think Mott the Hoople should have disbanded and broke up, but David Bowie, being David Bowie, likes this band. Maybe because it's of their sound, or maybe just Ian Hunter's way of writing songs in the glamorous rock and roll type of style. But I think Bowie should have just kept his song All the Young Dudes and had a #1 hit for himself instead of giving it to a throwaway band like Mott the Hoople, who are gonna break up. These guys are on Columbia Records, and I know they toured with Aerosmith a little bit. Also, once they got a little bigger, as meaning their #1 hit for this song, they picked up another member of their band named Ariel Bender, which is a name for a transvestite. Someone who's a gender bender. But yeah, Overend Watts is in this band, and so is Ian Hunter. But there's not much else to say about Mott the Hoople. Alright, this next review is gonna be something produced by a man who also did this. Who produced this? And who would that be? None other than Mutt Lange, who produced AC/DC classic albums. But he also did this, Pyromania. What do you want? What do you want? I want rock and roll. This is what that album serves up. Pure rock and roll from British. The British boys of Def Leppard. Alright, this Def Leppard album is a good find if anybody ever finds one, or just happens to pick up this CD or cassette. You get an inside jacket, red. I just want to point out right here that it says my dad's name, Eddie Imeson, grade 8. And it says Eddie Imeson again right there. Now I'll do my own play-by-play of the songs. Photograph, probably one of the most biggest hits off this album. You'd see the video everywhere on MTV back in the 80s. Too Late for Love. Now that is probably one of my favorite songs on this album. Real good hard rock, good acoustics. Also, I want to point out AC/DC. Yeah, but that's a great song. Coming Under Fire. Now here's a song which is not real great, but it's pretty good. Also, I'd like to say that none of these tracks are on order as the vinyl. Foolin'. Now that's another big radio classic. You hear songs like Photograph and Foolin' on the radio all the time. Big hard rock classic staples, just like that. This song called Die Hard of the Hunter, not even gonna mention that. No comment. Rock Rock Till You Drop, another one that kicks ass. Rock Rock Till You Drop. Rock Rock Never Stop. Nothing better than that. Alright, Billy's Got a Gun. Here's the song. Classic, what can you say, story about a gunman. Gonna shoot you down. Action, Not Words. Good song if you want to check it out. Stage Fright. Maybe a filler, I don't know. It's alright. And Rock of Ages. Kick-ass fucking song. That's all you got for Pyromania.
Hey, I want to mention about Steve Steamin Clark and Phil Collin off the Pyromania album. They do great guitar work, and they did a good job playing guitar on that album. Rest in peace, Steve Steamin. Died on a combination overdose, alcohol and pills, but rest in peace, man.
Alright, I found this Deep Purple in Rock record inside, made in Japan. So that was real sweet. Now let's switch it up to Child in Time. Take a quick listen.
You better close your eyes. Bow your head.
Now this is Deep Purple in Rock. First song I will say, Speed King is a real rocker. It really kick-ass drum sound by Ian Pace. Bloodsucker, what more can you say but it's a bloodsucker. It's got real screaming vocals by Ian Gillan, and it's really good. But next song would be Child in Time. A song that you just gotta listen for yourself to experience the great nature of this song, because after you experience it, you'll never be the same. You'll be a child in time in this song. Next song, Fly the Rat. If you're here right now, that riff is very similar to a song by Iggy and the Stooges. They do a little bit different, change up the chords a bit, and that's in I Got It Right, which is one of my favorite songs by them. Great song. Next song, you got Into the Fire. Kind of reminds me of Fireball, the album that was very influential on Lars Ulrich of Metallica, who really liked Fireball. But song off that, Fireball, No No No, reminds me of Into the Fire on this Child of Time record, which has also a great solo by Richie Blackmore. Living Wreck, it's got great organ riffs by John Lord on it. Hard Lovin' Woman, kind of reminds me of When the Music's Over by The Doors. It's very Doorsy sounding with that organ and whatnot. Galloping Horses near the progression, and it really reminds me of a western, and ends great. So Deep Purple in Rock, good record, very fast riffs, great stuff produced by them, and not much more that you can say, but it's real good. Okay, this is gonna be for Grandy. This is for you, my friend. And here is your bass cover. And I want to say thanks for turning me on to this, because I wasn't really gonna listen to it until he wanted me to do this. Fireball. This is a straight ahead, kick in the teeth sort of song. There's sweet harmonies with a few wails thrown in by Ian Gillan. Number 2, No No No. Great song. It's got tons of great lyrics. I suggest you take a real good listen to the lyrics. It's also a funky number you could fuck to. Complete with a spacey guitar solo. But it really gets stuck in your head too. And yeah, I caught myself singing to it a bunch of times without the record playing. Alright, number 3, Strange Kind of Woman. My favorite song on this album. It's very funk. Listen to that. It's so reminiscent. Roger Glover's bass is so pounding. Lord's organ gives you chills, and Ian Pace's drumming is persistent all the way through this song. Number 4, last song on side 1, that would be Anyone's Daughter. It brings you down to Memphis to throw bricks at the farmer's daughter's window, and then Gillan will sing about how he's now in jail because he made the judge's daughter. Yeah. Now we got side 2, which contains 3 tracks. The Mule. Just picture yourself on a mule traveling through Morocco. Fools? Think of maybe a Rain Manzarek start on the keyboard organ. And then Richie's riff rock you right out of your seat, and you start to rock, shake. You're exploding. This man set your spirits wild and loose and free. Complete with maracas and violin, I think. And yeah, just for that song. Number 7, No One Came. Ian sings a story about how he's a freak wishing he was like Robin Hood. Very funk and a hard rock with hard rock cherry on top. But this album is really good. I love it a lot, and probably 5 stars. They said they were fighting. There was the fights all the way back to Fireball. This was just a great album, recorded throughout because they were touring a lot, but definitely everybody check and listen.